What's up, you guys? How you guys doing? I want to talk about the Korryn Gaines case. I'm not gonna lie, I saw the movie or the movie, the video when I was on Facebook, and I seen the 20-minute video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna put the description. I'm gonna put it in the description. But 20 minutes video about her getting stopped by the cops, and she didn't have her tags. Which I'm gonna say right there, yes, she knows she was in wrong for that. You gotta have your tags, but doing further research, I've seen she's a part of this group called the Moors, and they believe they don't have to follow some of the constitutional rules. They're more free people, which that's all cool. I'm all for that, but still, little laws like that just learn to fall just for cops can stop messing with you. She kind of was like a military mindset almost, not really, but more like a revolution mindset. And was like, you know what, y'all gonna have to kill me before y'all take my car away. You know, I know my rights and all this other stuff, which is cool. I understand that because I'm somewhat of a military mindset too, but I'm not gonna say y'all can kill me for stuff like. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I probably will go out in the heat of the moment, say some stuff like that. But it was one of the things, the heat in the moment. She actually didn't think she was gonna get killed, but that video was shown after she got killed, and it was before the whole altercation got done, where she actually got killed. The point of where she got killed is later on they came and searched her house for some reason, for a search warrant or something. I forgot exactly what it was for. I had the information, but I forgot. I'm sorry. But they went to her house. Now, allegedly, they said they had a key. They got the key from the landlord. But really, what they did was broke in. And when they broke in the house, she allegedly was there with a shotgun and a baby in her hand. Like, I mean, we know about shotguns, especially, I mean, if you know about guys, but you know, we play video games, or one from me. And I know someone who actually shot a shotgun at their dad. They had a broken hand in one hand and stuff, but still, but that's really hard to do, to hold a kid in your hand. Especially a 5-year-old, what is it, like 40, 60 pounds? I'm not sure, I don't have kids. But you holding this kid in your arm, you got the shotgun. That's hard to do, especially, not trying to sound sexist, but for real, for a woman, it's not like she's a bodybuilder or anything, like a strong woman. She's just a normal average chick, small petite chick. She had to hold the gun up in the baby. So right there, it kind of led something right there to me. It kind of sounds fishy. But if you look at that, people saying that she used her child as a body shield or whatever, I don't believe that. I think her kid was probably in the room, but I don't believe she actually used him as a shield. Which is really disturbing is that, matter of fact, I just remember got caught for it. It was domestic dispute. Her baby daddy or boyfriend, whatever he was to her, was there. They was arguing, blah blah blah. This dude took off, took one of the kids, and just took off, which I think was real cowardly. I mean, if you know the cops is there, you know your girl got a kid, got a gun, you know something's gonna go down. Especially you know how she act. Maybe she act a little crazy, maybe she's not. But you look at this, the cops should never bust in her house for one without a warrant. Right there, they's in the wrong. And for two, for them to kill her, whether they had a gun there and aimed at, whether she had a gun aimed at her or not, there's still no justified way for her to kill her. Even if she was a little crazy. And it's funny how people are saying these things like, oh, she deserved to die, and oh, she set her own self up and all this stuff. But if you look at it, even if she was crazy, we look at what just happened with this one guy that was with his arms up. I forgot his name exactly. I know it's at tip of my tongue, but the guy, they shot at him for no reason because he was with the little mentally challenged guy. He was there yelling. They shot this guy and said they was aiming for the mentally challenged guy. So how is it that people with mental disorders deserve to get shot for no reason? Like, I understand she had the gun and all, but it still goes with the narrative. I've seen white dudes actually had a video about it. A white dude waving a gun, he did, or not a gun, but a knife. He didn't get killed. So her having a gun in her hand does not mean she deserved to get killed. Actually, I've seen it again. It's in Michigan, where I'm from. I believe it was in Grand Rapids. Some people exercising their gun rights, walking down the street with guns. We've seen this all the time with white dudes having guns, walking down the street. That still is no reason to kill her. And even then, they act like she shot first, but the police actually said that they shot first. So they escalated the situation. When they knew she was there with a gun, they could have just backed down, formed a SWAT team, just like they did with people like Dylan Roof and all these other killers who's armed and dangerous. They could have got out there. Oh, she has a kid. Get some bean bags, get some tasers, get something to subdue her rather than kill her. And then she would have been brought to justice, and she would have been having a family, waving a gun at a cop or whatever. But it's still no reason for her to get killed. And that's why I think a lot of people need to look at. Instead of you saying, oh, she deserved to die, oh, she was in the wrong. She might be in the wrong when they won video, but maybe she was in the wrong when they broke into her house, because right there was trespassing. If you know a little bit of your laws, you're not supposed to just break in someone's house, whether you're a cop or you're a civilian. But anyway, I don't think she deserved to die. I think it's more of she's looking through the story, and I think it's also funny. I've seen other people talk about it, and I talked about it also before. You see injustice, pandemic, terrorists, gay stuff, blah blah blah. It's like a whole scene that just goes around, going around, going around. A whole cycle of stuff you see in the mass media that circulates, when really it's just there to divide and conquer us all. To me, these cops, yes, they was in the wrong, just like a lot of these cops have been in the wrong. But when you look at that one cop that put over, he wasn't in the wrong. He was just really trying to do her job, but he was kind of confused. Like, I've been harassed by cops before. I just made a video about me being harassed by cops. And maybe he wasn't the one cop who wasn't harassing her, but the other ones probably was before. And I mean, for her to get heated up about it, I can see why you get mad about that. A lot of people, if you're not getting harassed by the cops, you've never been in a situation, it angers you as soon as you get put in that situation. It's like, think about someone calling you a derogatory term, calling you the B word or whatever, just for no reason. You instantly gonna get mad about it, like, what the heck is wrong with you? I'm not doing nothing. The same thing with the cops. You can't just go to someone aggressive time and time and expect them just like, oh, I'm not gonna do nothing, don't hurt me. And that's what the whole narrative is when it comes to black people getting harassed. Like, we supposed to just sit there and let's, oh, don't hurt me, I'm compliant. Like, I comply with the cops too. They still come at me all aggressive, and if you're gonna yell at me, I'm a grown man. Just naturally, I just raise my voice. Like, I'm not even that angry, like an angry person or anything. But still, if someone disrespects me, I'm like, hold up, who are you talking to like that? It's a natural instinct for anyone who's actually strong-minded, and she actually was a strong-minded person, a military person who wasn't back down for the cops and trying to stand up for her rights. We see this all the time with people. So, that being said, she didn't deserve to die. The cops did a poor job because they could have did better things to subdue her. They didn't have to kill her. And that's my overall thing. So that being said, share love and spread love. Peace, you guys. Another thing I want to add on, this is done in Baltimore. We know Baltimore have a history with racism. And not even speaking from a media perspective, I worked with a guy from Boston, and he's actually Antonio Medice, the basketball player. It was his cousin, weirdly enough. But he told me that's one reason he got out of Boston, or Baltimore, because they have racist history. Now, what I want to say is a lot of people act like injustice and a lot of stuff don't happen, but the proof is in the pudding, and I could go into details, but I made a whole video about that too. This country was never for people of color, never for women. It was just made for white men. For our forefathers who created this, forefathers were all white men. You cannot have a different opinion of other people if you're not the other people. I can't tell, if I make some rules up, I can't even make it equal for a woman because I don't have a woman's perspective. I can't do it for a white person. I can't do it for an Asian person because I'm not the perspective. Yes, I can have a different feel. I might think what they might want, but that's not what they want. That's what they might want. That's what I'm assuming. So that being said, share love, spread love. Peace, you guys. The system is not free.